Good evening, Jews. Anti-Semites. People curious about why I'm making a video attacking the major Jewish establishments. 1, they suck. 2, they really, really suck. 3, they suck so bad that they are one of the biggest dangers to the Jewish community. I will name them in Canada. CIJA, B'nai Brith, Friends of Simon Wiesenthal, UJA. They all suck, and they are hurting the Jewish community, enabling anti-Semitism, and generally being stupid idiots that are screaming for more money and donations and clout while never doing anything productive. How does this work, and why am I going against them? It works in a complicated way. We'll get to that. Why am I doing this? Well, because I believe in making the world a better place. I think anti-Semitism is on the rise, and it's a big problem. So I'm trying to help you. If you're a Jew out there, you have to stop giving money to these organizations. You absolutely have to. It's getting us all killed. It's time to just shut it down. Listen, if you're just like, oh, I like going to the event, and if I give money, I get to go to the cocktail party, fine. Just don't feel good when you're doing it. Okay, here is how they're being used. This is them at their best. This is them at their best. I was watching the CBC, as I do every day, and the CBC finally covers anti-Semitism. And I was like, whoa, the CBC is going to talk about anti-Semitism? Are we going to bring up a Muslim Brotherhood yelling about the death of Jews? No, no, no. It was using Jewish organizations to justify Bill C-10 and Bill C-36. So then I go, oh, idiots. Of course, you stupid idiots. Then they get all the Jewish organizations to comment on anti-Semitism online is bad. And yes, it is bad online. Maybe there's someone in the comment section here saying crazy things about how he thinks Israel stole his underpants. Whatever. Let's survive that. My point is, do you really think, B'nai Brith, that the real anti-Semitic problems are going to be solved with the internet hate speech bill? Like, right now, we have Masjid Toronto, which put a prayer out on their website publicly, and the prayer was, "Oh Allah, destroy the filth of the Jews who desecrated the Al-Aqsa Mosque." Sorry, I rephrased that. Destroy the filth of the Jews, what they've done to the Al-Aqsa Mosque. They then said it was mistranslated, Jews are just a desecration. They then went on to say, count their number, slay them one by one, spare not one of them. So again, the views of the Muslim Brotherhood is count the Jews, slay them one by one. Alright, do you really think that Bill C-36 is going to stop the Muslim Brotherhood? Do you really think that a Canadian court will just not have, you know, terrorist McGee say, this is Islamophobia. Oh, I guess, okay, I guess he stopped saying the Jews. No. There's 1, 2, 3 neo-Nazis out there that you might be able to stop with your little bills, but what they're doing is they're using the Jewish organizations to justify the authoritarian laws as the government. Right? That way they can protect all the other minorities that they like better. They like the blacks better, they like the Muslims better, they like the gays better, and whatever. But instead of using those organizations to justify authoritarianism, they go to, you know, whatever these Jewish organizations are, and they use them to justify their authoritarianism, so then people focus their anti-Semitism on the Jews and not anyone else. And the Jewish organizations are either so stupid, I would put CIJA stupid, or so greedy, like a lot of them, that they go, oh, they're talking to me, let me get the clout, let me get the clout, and then we could say, B'nai Brith was on the CBC, look at this video clip and give us money to do what? Who knows? Just give us the money, because we want to, if you give us money, then we can send out an email asking for even more money, yay! Oh, kill me. Now, this is them at their best. At their best, they're useful pawns. At their best. At their worst, they actively undermine the Jewish community. Now, I can go into my own story of how a CIJA executive once called the Jewish organization, which was smaller, and wanted to get me fired from a volunteer job because I criticized CIJA publicly. Thanks, CIJA. I hope your organization dies. But the real problem was, here's a story, okay? We have a problem with it's just open season on Jews, right? If Israel sneezes, just kill some Jews in Toronto. This was made acceptable. We lost this battle at the York University thing. It was a York University event. Lauren Isaacs, who's a friend of mine, she put on this event where Jewish Israeli IDF soldiers would come in, explain what it's like, and take questions and dispel some propaganda. Now, of course, this is York University, which makes the Gaza Strip look like an AIPAC convention. So a bunch of terrorists got together. They tried to break into the thing, and they were yelling, get back in the ovens, and they would try to attack them, and the JDL was there for security, and that became the focus, and York University said both sides are wrong, the Jews who don't want to die and the people wanting to kill Jews will suspend them all. But here's the real story, and this is a CIJA in Hillel. Lauren Isaacs, I know, tried to get these organizations to support her. CIJA tried to shut down this event. Tried to shut it down. CIJA and Hillel tried to shut it down, wouldn't help her, wouldn't support her. Tried to stop it. But then it became a news story in Toronto because people in the Jewish community were like, oh my god, the anti-Semitism here. They're saying kill the Jews. So what did CIJA do? They ignored her, didn't mention her, fundraise off this event, saying, look how bad anti-Semitism on campus, give us money to help it. Do you know how disgusting that is? For CIJA and Hillel to do that. They tried to stop the event. They didn't give the person who put on the event credit. And then they tried to fundraise off the back of that. You give your money to CIJA, what you're doing is you're funding people who actively try and quash independent Jewish people from actually fighting anti-Semitism. CIJA fights zero anti-Semitism. Zero. 0% anti-Semitism is fought by CIJA. Maybe 10% is created by these idiots because they're so stupid and they're just trying to fall over each other. You want some insight on how these idiots work? When one organization, one of the big guys gets their hands, if they never catch any anti-Semitism, it's people in the neighborhood, they give it to these organizations. The first one to tweet about it or make it public, all the other ones have to back away and sort of like give it to their fiefdom. It's so stupid. They don't work together. They're not trying to fight anti-Semitism. They're trying to get an apology. This is how it works. Politicians love CIJA because CIJA is so easy to manipulate. One, if you're a Muslim brother guy, all you have to do is lie to them and they love you. Just say, we don't hate Jews. We did it! We did it! He no longer hates Jews. Then it'll be like, okay, guys, as I was saying, the Jews, we gotta kill them all. Just kill them all. No, but I apologize to CIJA. Yay! Literal idiots. So they do that. They do this little game where they get clout. And also, the big key to CIJA's success, because CIJA and all of them, they like politicians and clout. The big key to their success is they demand the very bare minimum from our political class and leaders. So when they had the march of the death to the Jews, or when they did all these crazy Jew-hating marches that are done by the radical left and the Muslim Brotherhood and all that, what CIJA does is they get a hold of it, then they stop all the minor organizations, because if you go against them, you violate them, they'll come after your funding. What they then do is they ask the politicians for an apology, and if the politicians say, oh, this is bad, or not apology, this is bad, 3 days later, CIJA's like, we did it! Victory! John Tory says killing the Jews is bad, give us money. Give us money, 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 give it to us. And this is how these idiots are actively trying to, they're not trying to do anything. They don't have 3 brain cells between them, but this is why we just have to defund the major Jewish organizations. So, hopefully you listened. And if you're a rich Jew out there, if you're still giving your money to these organizations, stop. Stop giving money to York University. Stop giving money to B'nai Brith. Stop giving money to CIJA. Stop giving money to Simon Wheaton. Stop giving to all of them. These organizations, if they want to feed the poor Jews on Passover, great, fine, do that. But they do not fight anti-Semitism. They do not fight any of it. They enable anti-Semitism. If you care about the Jewish community, stop funding the Jewish community. What Jews will do is they will take your money, buy a gun, put a bullet in it, aim it at their foot, and pull the trigger. That's Jewish activism at the high level. Save your money. You could give it to me. So blah, 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 Patreon, blah, blah, blah. Who even cares? I'm just, you know what? Give it to the Muslim Brotherhood, because at least they'll do something productive with your money. It's like the same thing as funding Jewish activism, because we're just that useless. Anyways, I'd be interested to see if this video gets me banned, because this is a great example of Jewish activism in the CIJA. What they'll do is they'll then take this and they'll report me for hate speech, because obviously I'm the #1 problem to the Jewish community, and then CIJA will, undermine me or whatever. So, bring it. I'd actually like it if CIJA would fight me, because they're so incompetent that it would be rather easy these days. I could use a bit of an easier target. So, yeah, click buttons, you know how to do it.